Отведай ты из моего кубка.
Зачем?
Европейская.
Это веснушка приносит утро. Новосибирцы с удовольствием посещают свою молодежь.
The Russian language contains several phonological features that define it as a distinct, uniquely Russian means of expression. Aside from navigating the complex syntactic structure and maze of subtle semantic variation, the learner of Russian must tackle the sounds that the language employs. Thus I present you with a curated guide to Russian phonology. With the caveat that this is by no means a comprehensive guide and is completely biased towards the point of view of a native English speaker. Like many other languages, Russian contains consonant clusters, which, like the term implies, consists of multiple consonants clustered together. For example, in English, we have B plus R as in Broadway and Brachiosaurus, S plus P as in Spaceship and Spider-Man, F plus R as in Frindle and Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There are also consonant clusters in Russian not found in English. For example,
М, Л,
Младший.
З, В,
Звонить.
Д, Н,
Днем.
or even clusters of three consonants such as
С, Т, В,
Ствол.
Р, Б, Л,
Верблюд.
or clusters of four consonants such as
В, С, Т, Р,
Встречать.
В, З, Г, Л.
Взгляд.
Before you twist your tongue in a knot, let's take a step back to the Russian alphabet, which has 20 consonants, 10 vowels, and 3 letters that don't really make any sound on their own, but alter the sound of the letter that precedes it. For now, let's just focus on a few of these letters and the new sounds that they make. The new consonants aren't actually so different phonetically from the sound that we make in everyday English. The difference here is that sometimes English uses several letters to try to describe a sound that the Russian language is able to achieve in just one letter. For instance, we have
Х,
Ха, аха,
as in Kazakhstan, ach or chutzpah,
Ц,
ца, аца,
as in cats, hot soup, or tsunami,
Ж,
жа, ажа,
as in rouge, smooge, or prestige,
Ч,
Cha, acha.
as in witch, glitch, or switch, and the most difficult consonants with only a subtle difference between them.
Ша, Ща,
ща, аща, ша, аша.
The letter on the left makes the same sound as the SH sound in English, as in champagne, sugar, and delicious, whereas the letter on the right makes a wider SH sound. My best advice here is just to listen to the way that native speakers pronounce the letter.
Щедрость.
Борщ.
Площадь.
Trudging forward, the palatalizers are like the fabric softener of the Russian alphabet, making the preceding consonant soft, or palatalize. We begin with the palatalizing vowels, which make be, bo, bu, ba become bie, bio, bu, bia, and ge, go, gu, ga become gie, go, gu, gya. Almost every single consonant in the Russian alphabet has a palatalized counterpart, or a kind of ghost Y is acting on the consonant to make it softer. It's not only vowels that can palatalize a consonant, but also two special marks called,
мягкий знак,
which creates palatalization, and
твердый знак.
which removes palatalization. These signs can appear in the middle or even at the end of a word. Listen closely to these examples for palatalized and non-palatalized consonants.
Подъезд. Подержать.
Брать. Брат.
Moving forward, we have the letter,
И краткое.
which is sort of like the Russian equivalent to the letter Y and often acts as a diphthong between a non-palatalized vowel and the letter E. For instance, E becomes A becomes I, and O becomes Oi. Finally, we arrive at the letter,
И,
which is by far the most difficult sound to produce for a non-native Russian speaker and has been the subject of debate between the Leningrad Phonology School and the Moscow Phonology School since the Soviet era. The Leningrad side says that the letter makes its own distinct sound, while the Moscow side claims that it's just an allophone or a variant of the letter E. Modern research today has shown that native speakers of Russian often pronounce the sound as a diphthong from to E, which would support the Moscow school of thought. Whereas historical investigation has shown that Proto-Slavic actually had two separate sounds for the different vowels, which would support the Leningrad school of thought. Again, my best advice here is just to listen to the way that native Russian speakers pronounce the letter.
Тысяча.
Быть.
Лыжи.
Beyond the topics glossed over in this video, there are plenty of other phonetic and phonotactic elements of the Russian language, ranging from intonation to stress placement and vowel compression. In any case, I hope this video has given you some food for thought and maybe even some new sounds to practice saying at home. My question to you, the viewer, is what Russian sounds are the most difficult for you to pronounce? Be sure to let us know in the comments below. Until next time, пока.